Hi, everybody. I hope you're all well and managing in this new environment and that your families are all well and safe. I'm going to show you how to set up a NetBeans project, create a simple C program and run it. This will make sure that our NetBeans is working and that we know how to get started. So here we are in NetBeans. Here's the start page. You can close that if you want or leave it open, either way. The first thing we need to do is create a project. And a project is the same thing in Eclipse if you're familiar with that. If not, a project is a way that the software organizes your code and knows what code, what files make up your program. It's not actually a part of your C program. It's a part of telling NetBeans what files make up your program. So the first thing we do is create a project. So we go to the File menu, and here on the File menu, we're going to choose New Project. New Project. So we click on New Project, and now we get the New Project screen. The first thing we need to do is choose what type of C project we're going to create. And we are going to choose C or C++ application. That's a program that does I/O with the keyboard and the screen. So then once we pick that, C or C++ application, we click on Next. This brings us to the screen where we get to choose the name of our project and the folder or directory for our project. So I'm going to call my project Hello. I'm sure you can guess why. And then we can choose a location. The default location is in Documents. It has a folder called NetBeans Projects, and you can create your project in there. Each project will have its own directory. So I'm going to leave mine in that default location. So you can see the project folder is Documents, NetBeans Projects, Hello. Okay, and then we need to choose our compiler. Mine is on C89 because I've already used my NetBeans. Yours may not be. So click on this and you will see all the possible options for your compiler. Yours may be like something like this where you don't necessarily see the C compilers and you may have to scroll up in this window. These are different versions of the C compiler. Let's choose C89. As the years have gone by, different features have been added to C, but we're going to work with an older version, which means that we will be able to understand all of the C programs, even if they've been written in the old style. The original C compiler, there was no standard. Different compilers created by different entities were actually had some big differences. So we're going to stick with C89. We don't want to go back that far. Let's pick C89 as our compiler. We are going to ask NetBeans to create a main file for us, and then we can click on Finish. So now it's creating the project. And now over here in the project window, we see the Hello project and the different categories of files that make up our project. So if we click on this plus sign next to source files, then we see main.c that NetBeans created for us. So let's double click on that. Double click on main.c. And here we see the main.c file that was created for us. So we have some comments at the top. Comments that begin with /* and end with */ are classic C style comments. The // comment, that can be hard to say, // the / comment was first created with C++, and now many versions of C also use it. But this is actually the classic style of C comment. Okay, so we see some comments. Then we see these include statements. Include statements, well, at first they seem like import statements, and they are somewhat related to import statements, but actually they're quite different. So I'll be explaining that later. For now, we just will have them here. We need them. And then we see below that, we see our main. So in Java, main has a parameter, an array of strings. So here we see the C version. This is kind of the same. This is the same thing basically that we have in Java, but this is the way that it has to be, or one way of writing it in C. Okay, and then we have a return statement. So we're going to put our code in between. And the first thing we're going to do is the classic Hello World program. So you hopefully are familiar with printf from Java. Printf actually comes from C, but we also use it in Java. In C, printf automatically prints to the screen. You notice there's no system.out or anything in front of it. Printf prints to the screen. One of the big differences between C and Java is that C has no objects. So there's no such thing as system.out. There's printf, prints to the screen. If you want to print to a file, you have to use a different function. Okay, so here's our code. Let's save it. So we're going to click on the save button here. And now we want to build it and run it. So build it means compile it, and run it means execute it. So we can either go up to the run menu and say run, or build and then run, or we can use the run button, run the project. That's going to build it and then execute it. So let's click on run. And we get the build window with messages from the compiler. And at the bottom, it should say build successful. And then the run window opens and we see our output. So here we see hello world. So we have the build with the messages and the final status, and then the run window with our output. Okay, so that was good. Our program worked. Okay, let's modify it so that we are actually going to do some input and output. Okay, so let's create a variable. One thing that's going to be easy for us is that Java is a descendant of C, so a lot of things in C are the same as they are in Java. So how do you declare a variable? How do you write an if statement? How do you write a for loop? All of those things are the same. So that's going to make things a lot easier for us. Okay, so we're going to declare an int. And let's read a number into our int. So let's prompt first. And then we will read. So the function that reads from the keyboard is scanf, We'll have to talk about this function in more detail because it has some surprising quirks to it. But that's how we're going to read our number. And then let's print out our number here. So let's say if you have used printf before, then this will be familiar to you. So we're going to print you entered, and then we're going to print the number that was typed in. And okay, so that's our code. Print the prompt, read the number, and print the number. Okay, so let's save this. Now there's one more step that we have to take before we can run this, and that is to change the run window, the output from this internal window that's part of NetBeans to do the I/O in a separate DOS window. Don't ask me why, but I don't really know why, but the I/O does not, the input doesn't work correctly in this window. So we're going to switch our project. So this is changing the project to say, instead of using this run window, use a DOS window. So in order to do that, we have to edit our project. So we're going to go to the File menu. And on the File menu, we will see Project Properties. So that's where we can change the settings for the project itself. Okay, so we're going to click on that. And this opens the Project Properties window where we can specify things about the compiler and debugging and other things. What we want to change is a run setting. How is the program executed? So we're going to click on Run. And now these are the options for run. So what we want to change is the console type. We want to change, see it says controls where a program is run. We want to change that from internal terminal to external terminal. Okay, so console type external terminal. And once we have changed that setting, we don't have to change anything else. We can just click on OK. And now when we run our program, we get our build messages while the program is compiling. And now a DOS window pops up for us. And there's our first printf, enter a number. So we're going to enter a number and hit enter. And now we get our second line of output, you entered, and then it prints the value of num. And NetBeans holds the terminal window open for us, so we just press enter when we're ready to close this. Okay, so what have we done? We created a project. We created a program that printed a message, and then we modified it to create a program that reads a number and prints a number. If all of this works, then you know your NetBeans is working. Please be careful. You don't want a typo to lead you to think that your NetBeans is not working correctly. So make sure that you pay attention carefully to the syntax. Some of the syntax is new and unexpected for us, so you need to take extra care. Okay, good luck, everybody, and I will have something else for you soon.